Today I'm going to talk about persistence, the art of persistence. Persistence is really, really important whenever you want to achieve anything, any goal. You need to have persistence. So what does this word mean? This word means basically that when you think you're not going to do it, when you think you're going to fail, when you think it's pointless, when you think there's no point in doing it, you just carry on. So there's this idea that the runner's brick wall, that when you're running, you reach a point in your running where you hit a physical and mental brick wall. Your legs giving out, your chest is hurting, your lungs hurt, your body hurts, and your mind saying it's time to give up, it's time to stop. And then you hit the wall. The wall is where you physically cannot take another step, and mentally you're like, this is ridiculous, I cannot do this, I'm stopping. Persistence happens at that point. So having that persistence is really important. When you have it in running, you get what's called the runner's high, and you have this amazing sense of, you have all these endorphins, you get this sense of this rush, this sense of accomplishment, and it's the only time you can actually really achieve accomplishment is when you persist through pain, through mental anguish, through failure. You just persist. In business, it could be, you've lost some customers, you're not getting anywhere, your growth is slowing down, you're losing money, everything looks like it's turning to shit. What you do is keep on going, keep on persisting. Or maybe it's with emailing someone. There's a great story in a book about, what's the name of this book? When I Stop Talking, You'll Know I'm Dead by Jerry Weintraub. It takes my brain to do a few things, but I had persistence. I'm just kidding, that's not persistence. Persistence like Jerry Weintraub had when he was trying to get Elvis, when he was trying to be Elvis's manager. He called up Elvis's manager. He was trying to take Elvis on tour, sorry. He called up Elvis's manager every single week for a year and said, hey, it's Jerry Weintraub, I'd love to take Elvis on tour, I have this great idea. Every week, sorry, no, he can't do it, bye-bye, done. Sylvester Stallone, when he was making his first movie, Rocky, which became huge, he stood outside MGM, I think it was MGM, he stood outside every day, and as the people came out, as the directors came out, he said to them, hey, I have this great idea for a script, here's my script. Every single day for weeks. Sylvester Stallone had to, it was a really sad story, he had no money, he was broke, he had to sell his dog to pay for food and before he got his story found, and they eventually took him on and it became huge, and the positive side of that story, he went back to buy his dog back and he spent like 20 times more, he spent like $30,000 to buy this dog back because he was a rich celebrity at that point. So these are just some stories of how persistence really wins out. So think about how persistence can work out in your life and areas which you haven't been so persistent in. Maybe it's with health, maybe you've given up too soon. Maybe it's with wealth, maybe you've given up too soon. Maybe something in your job, you've wanted to rise up, you weren't able to speak to your boss, you said to your boss, hey, about that raise one time, and he was like, talk to me later, and you stopped, or you tried a few times and then you stopped. You've got to continue past the point of pain. Past the point where it feels pointless. That's when persistence starts. Muhammad Ali was asked about his push-up routine, and he said that his push-up routine was he would do as many push-ups as he could until he couldn't do any more push-ups. I think it was Muhammad Ali, or it was Arnold Schwarzenegger, one of those. He said he did a push-up routine until he couldn't feel his arms anymore. Then he would start counting. That's persistence. That's starting at the point of failure. Making sure that you start at the point of failure, at the point where you are about to give up, that's where you start. With this video series, for example, 30 days of videoing. I haven't released many videos to YouTube in the past, and now I had to do 30 days in a row because of this challenge. I wanted to give up about 3 times. I think it was on the 14th day, I wanted to say like, okay, fine, I've done some, I got the point, like I've done enough, but just got to keep going. And now I'm on day 27. It's an incredible feeling that I'm so close to finishing this challenge, and now I want to be on YouTube for a long time. I want to push my thoughts out there and help more people. And when you push past the points of persistence, when you push past that point of fear and pain, that's where you get the most rewards and the most happiness and the most enjoyment and the most pleasure in life, and it's an amazing feeling. And I just wish that you get that feeling. So answer me in the comments. What areas in life will you start trying to persist more, or what areas in the past could you have persisted more? And what lesson did you learn from this video to push forward and persist? Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, subscribe. I never know which side the button is, subscribe. And check out one of my other videos. I have a whole series of this. Hello! And keep on persisting through the difficult times, whatever that pain happens to be. So thank you so much for watching, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you are going to be persisting on. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.